G'day folks, thanks for tuning in to oztooltalk. Today I'm reviewing Bosch's 18 volt metal cutting circular saw, the GKM 18V Li. This is a really tidy small unit. It's only 2.7 kilograms with a big battery on it. And the blade size is 136 millimeters or about 5.3 inches. That blade size is going to enable you to cut 2-inch 50 mil depth, which is great for electricians and plumbers, other guys who are using it. Metal cutting circular saws, if you haven't used them, are really handy in terms of the mess they make. They don't leave dust everywhere as bigger chips, and they leave the surface better. They don't discolor much. They leave very little burring. They're a very neat, if loud, way of cutting metal. It's got a 4,250 RPM motor and a nice hanger here, steel hanger for hanging the tool up when you're not using it. Anyway, really excited, gonna go get in the testing right now. Alright, so that's it for the testing. As you saw, went through gel, poles and tubes, uni-strut, cable trays, even went through some aluminium checker plate. I think it was about 3 millimeters, that stuff. What I found with the metal cutting circ saws is that you want to use them in a way that's very gentle and consistent, especially when you're biting into the material. You don't want to jam it in to the material, because that's no good for your teeth on your saw, and also it's going to cause it to cut out. You can make these saws and this Bosch cut out quite easily if you ram it in there. So what you want to do is ease into the cut and then push through, and it's got quite a lot of power to push through the cut once you're in it. You don't want to be doing things that are really stop-start. I tried cutting some Rio with this, some sheeting, and although it cut it and it was really pleasant to use, I looked at the teeth at the end and I damaged a whole bunch of the teeth on the saw. So that's not what it's recommended for use. Don't use it for that. Use it for things like pipes, like channel, cable tray, that sort of stuff, where you ease into the cut and then you push through it consistently and firmly. And when you do it like that, it has plenty of power for all your cuts. I'm really impressed with the ergonomics of this metal cutting circ saw. I recently reviewed the Hilti, which is a much bigger unit and a much heavier unit, and it has more power as well. But if you're kind of out on site and you're working above your head or at arm's reach in kind of difficult angles, this is the tool you want, because it's just so light and ergonomic for a saw. It's really unbelievable. You could lighten it up further by putting a slim battery on, but I probably wouldn't recommend it. Get your 4 or 5 or 6 amp hour battery on this, because it's a high draw tool. It's going to suck the juice out really fast. So your big battery is what you want on it. You can't buy this tool in kits with batteries, I don't think, in Australia. It just gets sold as a bare tool. So most of you Bosch users are already going to have plenty of batteries. It's going to cost about 300 bucks for the bare tool. So it's a bit of an investment, but for a lot of applications, it is far better than an angle grinder, especially things like cable tray, which it just goes through. It's much faster. It's cold. There are far less sparks. It gives you a better edge, less burring. And of course, you don't have to keep changing discs over regularly, because these metal circ saw blades, especially if you look after them, are going to last a long time. I've got a lot of faith in Bosch accessories and blades. They really do a good job. The blade change is really super easy. I haven't taken any video of it, but it's just incredibly easy with the onboard tool there. You've got depth adjustment, so you can move your base plate around, which is good to make sure you're not sticking too far out of the bottom of the material for your safety. The LED and the clear front are really nice for keeping your workpiece illuminated, and so you know exactly what you're cutting. You can see what's happening. There's no chip collection of any sort on this, so your chips are going to go everywhere, but again, they're much bigger than angle grinder and dust. They're a lot more manageable, I think, and they're going to be a lot easier to clean up. So yeah, look, I hope you understand the place of a metal cutting circuit saw. If you're an electrician or a plumber and you don't know about these tools, you really should go do some research and find out more about them. Anyway, I think that's it for the review. I hope you liked it and learned something. Please comment down below if you've got any questions or you want to tell me anything. Like if you like the video, if you could, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Please tune in next time. I'll see you later. Bye.